Yeah, recently we buy all kinds of different flashlight with different lumen, from 500 to 5,000 to 15,000. So we use this one as a device to help us see the particles. You see, at the daytime, we see the light, and you don't see the particles. But at night, when you're shining the light on it, you can see the particles. So we use a flashlight, and we flash out the air, and then we will took videos about the particle. You can see the particles really dancing in the air. There are many particles. That's a particle. That's a bigger particle that we can see. There are lots of more small particles we cannot see. So we go to New Orleans, Mississippi River, and we see the particles just like the wind blew. The particle will have kind of like a flow patterns on it, and a lot of particles just randomly go all different directions. We are at Hedberg. We're on the beside the street, and we will see on the parking lot. We see all these particles, and with this way, we kind of like visualize what we see. We always mention about the healthy breathing. We said that there are things in the air, but it's really hard to perceive it because you cannot see. If I cannot see anything, I cannot smell, I cannot touch it, I'm not really receiving that. But when you see the particles, wild particles, lots of particles in the air, you will say, well, wait a minute, am I breathing that? That's what I'm breathing? I didn't say it, but that's what it looked like. And make you think about, wow, yeah, that's the air we breathe. Wow, we would be better to breathe in better. And so that's all we do. So that's the first step. You provide a solution, but people must realize the problem. If there's no problem, so you don't need a solution. But when they realize the problem, they will looking for a solution. But for people who are already not only see but experience the problem, some friends is constantly experiencing infections, and then a sinus infection. They looking for solutions. How can I avoid that? And with some people who has allergy, they have the problem. And when you see the particle, you exactly know what's caused there, and they're looking for solutions. But for people who was mentioned about your mouth, so that's a good question. Always make a point that you don't cover your mouth, you don't 100% protect you. So there are no 100% thing, and only protect the majority. You see a majority you breathing through the nose, you protect the majority, the air. If you close your mouth, there's no air coming in your mouth. And also when you're talking, and you know that you blew the air out. And when you blew the air out, the air hard to get in. So that's why it's kind of defensive to see the mouth will not be a majority source for the infection and for getting your body system. Yeah. So we are continue and with this journey, continue to advocate health breathing and provide a solution for health breathing, and invite friends, and provide a source for people to know. And a lot of people, they have issues with their nostrils, issue with symptoms. And some friends I met, they have cancer in her nose. Her nose, basically, some tissue took away. Nose empty. And he was said, I'm constantly in the dryness in my nose, and sometimes give me anxiety for all of that. And I would tell him that this needle filter will help for that. So, for I think the first group people really appreciate the needle filter is some people were struggling right now daily, but the needle filter gives them comfort, and they will be appreciated. They will be recognized the value for this needle filter. When you go south the air, there are some air is said 50 air quality, below 50 is good air. Above 50, there'll be some kind of sensitive group can feeling the air. For general person, you don't feeling the air is bad, but if you get some breathing syndrome like COPD, asthma, all that, you can sense that. You can sense the air is not good, even a little bit worse than the good air. And so the nasal filter will help them and bring the 100, 200 down under 50, so they will not struggling. I think for them it's a really easy feeling about the benefit of the nasal filter. And so that it is. And for some specialty, some friends I've ever heard, he has a syndrome for the empty nose syndrome. He said, and breathing the air with the particles is not only discomfort, the pain is painful, because they are so sensitive that anything in the air will cause them struggling pain. So for that situation, nasal filter be right away we release their discomfort or pain, because they block all the particle away. So that's a journey, and we thank God that I'm never quitting doing that. And so I tell friends, they said, if you have vision, you see, and your friends, your family didn't see, they will not trust you, or they will talk about that you are illusion, you do illusion. But until you visualize your dream, you visualize your vision, and they can see, and then they will realize, okay, that's what I know that you're doing, and now I understand. They may be a part of support for you. So may the God continue bless us that everybody have a part to do for our community. And thank you very much. And PSC needle filter help us breathing clean, safe, and comfortably. You all can check on the SC and also my YouTube channel, George Young 2365. Thank you.